Hi, my name is Ruby Davis, and today I'll be doing a speech to persuade you to use mindfulness techniques in order to manage your stress. First, I'll be taking a moment to show you my outline. I'm being joined today by my audience consisting of my husband and two children, one of which is helping me as cameraman. According to Kieran Fox, a cognitive neuroscientist at Stanford University who studied the effects of meditation on the brain, in a scholarly journal, Neuroscience and Behavioral Reviews, published in 2014, regular mindfulness practice can physically change the brain. It strengthens areas linked to calmness and reduces activity in regions tied to fear and stress. Mindfulness doesn't just help you feel better, it trains your brain to respond differently to stress. The purpose of this presentation is to persuade you to use these techniques to help manage your stress, and I'll be doing that by explaining how mindful breathing reduces physical symptoms of stress, grounding techniques help bring awareness to the present moment, body scan meditations increase awareness of stress in the body, and repeating these techniques builds emotional resilience over time. Mindful breathing reduces physical symptoms of stress. According to Thich Nhat Hanh, a Vietnamese Zen Buddhist monk with over 50 years of mindfulness teaching experience, in his book, The Miracle of Mindfulness, published in 1999, mindfulness breathing strengthens the connection between mind and body. This helps reduce stress by increasing emotional clarity. He teaches in, I calm, out, I smile. And this technique supports the body's ability to shift from a negative state to a more peaceful and balanced one. This promotes internal awareness with intentional relaxation during stressful moments. According to Jon Kabat-Zinn, a molecular biologist and founder of the mindfulness-based stress reduction program, in his book, Wherever You Go, There You Are, published in 2005, mindful breathing helps activate the parasympathetic nervous system. This shifts the body out of fight or flight and into rest and digest mode. According to Kabat-Zinn's stress reduction program, lowering cortisol through mindfulness has been shown to improve sleep quality. A simple exercise, the 4-part box breathing technique shown here, inhaling for 4 seconds, holding for 4 seconds, exhaling for 4 seconds, and holding for 4 seconds. Repeating this helps to bring you into that present moment and gives your brain some distraction from whatever's going on in your life. Once we begin to regulate our bodies through breath, we can shift our focus to the here and now. Grounding techniques help bring awareness to the present moment. According to Dr. Elizabeth Hoge, a psychiatrist at Georgetown University, in a 2018 study published in the journal Psychiatry Research, grounding technique reduces overactivity of the amygdala. That's the part of the brain that responds to fear and anxious situations. By creating a greater sense of safety in the nervous system, the body is able to return to a state of calm. A calm nervous system supports clearer thinking with healthier emotional responses by allowing the brain to shift out of survival mode. One effective method is the 5-4-3-2-1 technique, which uses the 5 seconds to interrupt anxious thought patterns and anchor awareness in the present moment. By doing this, we name 5 things you can see, 4 things your body can feel, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing you can taste. This method trains the mind to shift attention from internal chaos to the present moment where problem solving becomes possible. Now that we've grounded ourselves in the present moment, we can begin to tune into our body and notice where stress is actually being held, because awareness is the first step to release. Body scan meditation increases awareness of stress held in the body. According to John Kabat-Zinn, a molecular biologist and creator of the mindfulness-based research program, in his book Wherever You Go, There You Are, published in 2005, this practice increases awareness of how stress shows up in the body, then helps create a pathway to let it go. Body scans involve slowly scanning attention from your head to your toe and noticing areas of tension, then using conscious awareness to relax engaged muscles. This builds the mind-body connection to increase relaxation. By regularly identifying tension in the body, individuals are better able to recognize stress early and take proactive steps to manage it. Now that we've grounded ourselves in the present moment, we can begin to tune into the body and notice where stress is actually being held, because awareness is the first step to release. Repeating these techniques builds emotional resilience over time. According to Dr. Karen Fox's research, regular meditation lowers reactivity in the amygdala. That's the part that responds to fear. This helps us stay calm under pressure by lowering the intensity of our emotional responses. Lower amygdala reactivity allows us to pause before reacting, which improves our ability to respond thoughtfully in stressful situations. Long-term practice changes the brain structure through neuroplasticity. This means our brains adapt to stress more effectively over time. Practicing these techniques consistently not only reshapes how we respond to stress, but also empowers us to face challenges with more clarity and balance. I hope you enjoyed my speech, which was to persuade you to use mindfulness techniques in order to manage your stress. I did that by explaining how breathing regulates the nervous system, grounding brings awareness to how grounding brings awareness, and body scans release tension, and repetition builds resilience. Stress is inevitable, but mindfulness gives us a way for us to meet it. It starts with one breath, and one breath can change everything. Thank you so much for joining me today.